Hey guys, it's Tim back at the shop now after a couple hours, 2 hours underneath the car in the steam cleaning booth up at Miramar Marine Corps Air Station. So I'm going to let you guys see the results of my efforts. Not a perfect job, you know, it never is. You always miss some nooks and crannies, crevices, whatever, but you know, we just get it 99% and I'm happy with it. It's so much better than it was. Now we can actually see up into the chassis and really cool. So I'm gonna flip this camera around and show you all what we got up in here. So you can actually see the power steering pump now and into the lower counterbalance shaft cover. Look at the cross member, nice and clean, reflecting light all the way up onto the oil pan now right here. So really nice. It's a big difference. See up into the cross member, all up in here. The control arms got done pretty much. I went up onto the struts and the strut housings right here, the struts. So really cool. I'm happy with the results of it. It's not perfect, it never is, but see the pan's pretty nice and clean. It's still got a little bit of offensive stuff right there. The sheet metal heat insulation right here really lights up, and when you get that, it was black before, you know, and you can see the undercoating is a tan colored stuff right there. There's seam sealer right here with the brush paint marks and the sprayed on undercoating. So you see that's all nice and bright and shiny now. Pretty cool. There's a factory gold motor mount right there, and I walked down the chassis. You can see where some places got a little bit more aggressive with the steam and got a little bit cleaner, but here's your lines coming right down the near the longitudinal right there. So we got brakes, fuel to the engine, fuel coming back from the engine, and the gas tank vent hose going up to the charcoal canister up front. But it came out really nice. Got a lot of crap off the chassis. Look at a tranny. Now you can actually see that it's silver. So CV's got done. There was part that didn't get done because it was, you know, hidden away on the other side, but fuel filter and just all up. And you can see now this factory undercoating is no longer black and brown. Got real nice on this side too. Look at that. Pretty damn cool. Control arms are silver again. You can see where that big pile of stuff was balled up right there. So that's all pretty much cleaned up now. There was a little bit of stuff I just touched up on top of the control arm, but you know, pretty good. You can see the heat shields now, the silver, way up in here to the shocks, this top of the shock mounts. Hope I'm not making you dizzy by spinning around and stuff. It makes me comfortable looking up in here. I see all this stuff and recognize it. So there's that. See, control arms. This one got nice and clean too, all the way up inside here, and I blasted a little bit more up on top right here. So got a ton of dirt out of there, just a ton. And so really cool. Here's the heat shields. Heat shield that's above the transmixer right here, as Zsa Zsa Gabor would call it. We call it a transaxle. Or just a tranny for short, but you can see the heat reflecting panels got really nice and clean. You can see them again. They're silver, so there's the linkage up inside there we can spot. And I haven't got the only 944 product in here yet, but I sure like Kyle Yost's designs. He does really good work for all the 944 products that he sells are just top notch. So we blasted a little bit inside the wheels and a little bit outside. They still, these are 15x7 Ypsilons. They still need to get cleaned up a bit, and we'll put a real good polish on these guys. Like I said, after I take the wheel weights off and you know, get them all squared away so that we got the weights on the inside only. So I get a max beauty on that. We're going to take care of some dents in the body work. And I'm going to put a new exhaust tip on the end here. This one was exfoliating and it had forced the chrome sleeve around there. You know, you guys can get that in the chrome cover tip, or you can get it in black chrome from the dealership. And this one had caused the chrome tip to split. So we just knocked it off, got a bunch of corrosion out of there that we could, and short of just replacing that that whole muffler section down to the first brake. We're just gonna slide a chrome sleeve back on there and be happy with that. I think that'll be good. Really happy with the results. Like I said, it's not going to be perfect, but you can see now it's silver instead of black. So all the way along there, you can get to all the hardware without really digging a bunch of crap out of them. So really cool. Got some corrosion off the torque tube. The crash hooks up here. These are late model crash hooks, both in back of the torsion bar tube crash hook pair. There's the ones on the torsion bar tube, and here's the two that are on the torque tube, and the same in front of this guy. There's more crash hooks that are up here on the front side right there. That's what keeps your gas tank from getting perforated, smashed into when you get hit hard in the rear. These two hooks right here actually grab on to these two, and then if it's only got about a half inch of movement right there. So any movement of crushing the rear end in, and you get this far, well, it's going to immediately involve the whole width of the torsion bar tube right here. So it's a pretty good crash protection idea right there. So you've got to stove in the tranny up to the torsion bar tube right there, and the torque tube, and it's a really strong T shape instead of just a tube going forward. So I'm happy with all the stuff. Still a little bit of corrosion on some things, but yeah, it's okay. It's all right. It came out really nicely, way better, and we'll keep working on this car and grooming it, and maybe I'll put my own personal plates back on there that I haven't had on a car since my old 911. So there's a pair of plates right there just waiting to grace this car we call Bojack. All right, you guys have a good time. Play with the 944s, get them all fixed up, and get all the systems working. Okay, see ya.